5:30 Central. Tune in to RFD TV to watch Polling's longest-running weekly series, presented by Case IH, the official equipment brand of the NTPA. Championship polling can be viewed there through each week on DirecTV 345, Dish Network 231, AT&T 568, and cable systems nationwide, and on demand at WatchRFDTV.com. Established in 2021, Full Pull Entertainment is a trailblazing force in the world of truck and tractor pulling. The Full Pull Live platform offers detailed data and engaging content that caters to both new and seasoned fans. Full Pull is a propelling of 75 years of sports phenomenon into the 21st century with a dynamic blend of tradition and innovation. For more information about Full Pull, to watch NTPA live streamed events, or to sign up for the free play-by-play contest, please visit fullpull.us. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Denver Getchy.
Good?
Yeah. How are you, buddy?
Who's your other camera guy?
James over there.
Is that?
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. If I could, I'd like to stand right here, read you something. In fact, maybe I'll come down, because I want everybody to stay with here. To all of our veterans, we say thank you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
To those that are newly returned home from deployment, welcome home. Remember, it's the veteran, not the preacher, who has given us the freedom of religion. And it's the veteran, not the reporter, who has given us the freedom of the press. It's the veteran and not the poet, who has given us the freedom of speech. And it's the veteran, not the campus organizer, who has given us the freedom to assemble like we have here tonight. It's the veteran, not the lawyer, who's given us the right to a fair trial. And it's the veteran, not a politician, who's given us the right to vote. It's the veteran who salutes the flag, and sadly, it's the veteran who lies beneath the flag. To the families of men and women and serving around the world and here at home, know that we wait with you and we pray with you. And sometimes at night, when the lights are off and we're sitting by ourselves, knowing that you'll never be back, we cry for you. Let us never, ever forget all gave some, and some gave all.
Ellie, you got my shot now?
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand with me if you are able. Gentlemen, remove your cover. Place your right hand over your heart. Teach your children and your grandchildren to do the same, if you will, as we post our colors. And I would ask also, as we retrieve tonight, I would ask for us to be in complete reverence
for those who never come home. Ladies and gentlemen, reciting our national anthem, the Galbraith Clan from Lyons, Ohio.
Alex, whose shot are you using right now?
Parade silence, please. Thank you, Eddie's ready to rest.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are just about ready to go pulling here tonight at the 2024 Fulton County Fair here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight.
But you know what, Steve? We had a great opening, but there's one thing that you should not or bear not or dare not do before you start. You know that as well as I do. We need to start with a prayer. Yes, sir. We have our chaplain step forward, please.
Have a good night, buddy.
Let's bow for a word of prayer. Gracious God, we come before you and we just thank you. We thank you for the opportunity we have to be in a place like this. We thank you, Lord, that we live in a country that we are free to gather. Lord, we're going to get loud, we're going to get rowdy tonight, but we know that it's good, clean fun. We ask you, Lord, for your blessing upon those who are participating and those who are watching. May your name be praised always. Amen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Steve and I both are pretty big believers in that. And fans, I'll tell you what, we just appreciate that. We just appreciate that. The Galbraith Clan, thank you very much. Give them a nice round of applause if you will, fans. The Galbraith Clan right there did a very, very nice job. Thank you so much. They're going to be playing Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon at 3. Where at? At the South
That works.
Stage.
Yeah,
It's the South
camera
Stage.
two. I'm camera one.
So make sure you get down there, all right? All right. Good deal. Good deal.
James and Jason.
We're just about ready to go. Thank you to all of our track crew getting things around. We sure appreciate that.
Good luck, Allie, to your dad tonight.
As we finish up those preparations, got Russ Farms and Mods on the infield. That way, I got
All right, well, fans, here we go. Getting ready to get started here tonight. We're going to call these two different sides. We're going to call it the grandstand side and the infield side. So, grandstand side, you guys ready for some pulling action tonight?
James, follow that
Oh,
jog.
now wait a minute.
Switch onto him. I'm gonna try.
How about it, Wauseon? You ready to go tonight? There we go. Well, I'm going to tell you what, you guys are going to be rooting on over here on the grandstand side tonight. We are going to have the minis. They're going to start us off here tonight. Then we are going to go into your four-wheel drive trucks after that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 29 mini rods for you here on the grandstand side tonight. We are going to be crowning a Grand National Champion here tonight. There's going to be several competitors out here tonight that are going to be bidding for the Indrali pull-off in Urbana. Denver, what do you got? Tractors. Wow, cool. Yeah. I tell you what, I have hot farm tractors. I got the Addiction coming up. My first tractor coming up on the infield side. I got Ryan Funk hooked on a feeling. I got all kinds of cool stuff. Raymond Hall, Armored Harness horses. I've got Endless, Brian Carrington. I mean, man, I got some pretty tough competition coming up. It is going to get wild right here. Well, fans and minis are getting restless back here in the back. We're going to start out first tonight. Mr. Kevin Dick coming to you out of Tiffin, Ohio. They call this tractor the Cat Sass, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin, no stranger to the track. His last top 5 finish would have been a Bowling Green and a number 4. So, again, no stranger to the track. Also, I'd like to welcome several of our sponsors here tonight. We have 4 great sponsors that are here with us tonight. Denver, we are going to bring them up here after a while. We have got Vex Hybrids here with us tonight. We have also got the U.S. Army here with us tonight.
Whoa, yeah, baby.
I see you got a new hat. I see that. Also, we got CM Tire, Mr. Tad Mayhill.
Yeah.
Egg Protect 1. We have all 4 of those sponsors here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, that we are going to be bringing up here. Also, our great friends, Emmy Miller Tire, as usual here at the hometown fair. Thank you all very, very much. And you know what? They're giving money away tonight. They are giving money away tonight. Our winner of each one of the classes tonight gets an extra $1,000, and some lucky kid up in the grandstand is going to get $200 as well. I'm going to sit in the grandstand. Huh? Oh, that's right. No, the kid's going to draw a number. The poll's going to get the money. We're not giving kids any money. They'll think we're, trying to win them over. They'll be over. The pollers are going to get the money, and the kid's going to draw their number out tonight. And then we're going to give that puller, whoever's number that is, that's right, is going to win the $200 here tonight. It's kind of cool. Who would you expect just somebody to hand you $200 when you're working so hard all season anyhow, and somebody just hand you $200? I do that at home all the time. You hand her $200? I just hand her $200 and say, here you go. I don't hand my wife $200. I hand her whatever money I've got. She just gets it all. Denver, we also need to say another big thank you to Mr. Sam Ellithorpe. Sam's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is interested in being a NTPA announcer. So, Sam, welcome here this afternoon to Wauseon, Ohio. You, my friend, are in for a great show.
All right, well, thank you.
A man of many words here tonight.
Probably now after we get done with it.
That's right. He probably won't be.
Sam will say, whoa, let me out of here. I'm going back to the funny farm. Well, wait a minute, I'm at the funny farm. All right. All right, guys and gals, they're poking the track like that, looking the track over, making sure where the hard spots, soft spots, and where they need to be on that track. As we get ready, we'll get our sleds up to the track and we test the sleds and get ready to roll here. All right. Hey, a big thank you goes out tonight to our event manager, Craig Slicky. Big thank you very much. Scott Doty, one of our tech officials, Mr. Scott Doty, I should say, on the NTPA WPI board. Thank you, Scott. Sean Benjamin, Thank you very much. Danny Wise, thank you very much. Gordon Ludicky, the one and only Gordon Ludicky. Mike Etzkorn, the one and only Mike Etzkorn, that's for sure. And the entry, yes, the one and only Kelly Shaneman, right there. We'll be starting on our infield side here tonight. Brant Schrader, you'll be up first with the addiction. Brant, you'll be up with the addiction truck, excuse me. Oh, that's good looking Bauer sled right there. I believe that's a brand new sled. As we come up here on the grandstand side, test the sleds. Case High 8 sled right there, built by farmers. Another one of our Bauer sleds tonight. And we are about ready to roll. Look at that, huh? You check those sleds out, fans. Now remember, the winners of each class, we have a first, second, and third place, looks like. First, second, and third. And when you get done with that, we're going to have you go down there to about the 320-foot mark where the camera is, and that young lady down there would like to get your interview if you could, all right? So I know it's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to remember. But all you want to do is go back and get you another bottle of water to drink. But you know what? This is what furthers the sport. This is exactly what furthers our sport right here. All right. Here comes the addiction right there. Brent Schrader out of Columbia City, Indiana with the addiction right there. Schrader family ingrained in pulling right there with the 510 John Deere diesel, inline diesel of course. And glad to have him here. Guys have been in the top 10 all the way through the season with an exception of just on the other side, in 11th place at Hicksville, Ohio. That was a hard track in Hicksville, Ohio, right there. So, to lead us off, Brent Schrader, here comes Brent. Schrader right off the end, fans. Let's see what happens here. If they're going to take it, accept it, turn it down. Reset the sled. We'll find out what's going to go on.
Well, fans, I didn't lie to you. I told you we were starting out with mini rods tonight, but my mini rod got wet and swelled up just a little bit out here tonight. So, fans, we're getting the track ready for the minis to come down through here tonight. They're going to pull the big sled down through here. Then we'll get the mini sled up here and get ready to go as well. So, again, I did not fib to you. We are doing mini rods on the grandstand side tonight.
And 322.43. He's going to drop that hook all the way to the bottom. He's going to drop that hook all the way to the bottom. And we're going to find out if we're going to heavy up the sled or what exactly we're going to do with the sled here.
Hey, you say my camera doesn't look nothing? Hold it. Yep.
Well, the general consensus about the sled is that they think it looks pretty good in there. It feels pretty good where they're at right now. So we're going to see what happens. We're running our second hot pump on there. And Ryan Pumps, you'll be up next. Ryan, you'll be up next. Harness horses. With the harness horses right there. On Royal Center, Indiana, right there. Been pulling 25 years and sponsored tonight by Doug's Repair. Send a big thank you to Doug's Repair. And this young man has been all over Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio pulling for 2024. And we welcome him right here to the Tri-State Showdown. What a run for this year for him. He's been a busy boy. He has been a busy boy, that's for sure. All right, now remember, 9,500 pounds on these tractors. That's what they can weigh, 9,500 pounds. Right from Royal Center, Indiana. Putting up a good fight down there, but by golly, the sled will always get him.
I think this is that's your face. I don't know why we can't tell that. I'm not the best. Oh, there it is. Okay, you want to... Tell me where you like it. It's this right here. Okay? Yep.
And Ryan Plunkett 310 and a 535. 310 and a 535 right there. So not a bad run. Not a bad run whatsoever as we work our way through the class tonight.
Okay.
Welcome all of our friends and fans from Full Pull. We are live on the Full Pull Network tonight. Steve and I are. And so we welcome our fans and friends from Full Pull Network and from all the way around the world. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
This is that loose, okay, Dad? You got it?
For every job, there's a Case IH Farmall tractor. It's that can-do attitude that has made the Farmall tractor an icon symbol in hard work and productivity for over 100 years. At Case IH, we've ensured that today's farm tractors are ready to handle any task with features and benefits that bring the latest technology combined with durability and productivity you'll come to expect. That's why we say productivity comes in red, the Case IH Farmall tractor. Well, again, fans, we told you a little bit ago what we're doing. We're giving away $200 tonight. We've got a bunch of youngsters up here that are drawing numbers out of a hat for the classes here tonight. All 6 classes, okay? What they're doing, they are drawing a number out of there, whatever number that they draw out of the hat. If they draw a number 10 out of the hot farm class tonight, whoever finishes in the 10th position here tonight is going to win $200 on behalf of the Fulton County Fair Board.
Ray Hall on Tiffin, Ohio. Right there he comes down the track. You know what? I think the Army Army guys are coming. The Army's coming. That's good. That's good. Trying to get my distance, Steve. Uh-oh. 323.655. Your new leader in the class, 323.655. Raymond Hall out of Tiffin, Ohio. Steve, have you got something from the U.S. Army right there?
If you do, we just got to zoom in tighter on your starting line so you get that out of here. So let's try it. Can you help me out? Okay. Can you shoot that without, can you shoot the starting line without the pole? Yeah. Okay. Check that bubble. All right. Now you should have full range, right? Does that feel okay now? Now you can get that whole thing. Hey, and then practice on my track, you know what I mean? Yeah. That way you can.
Kelly Doe said somebody turned a telephone in to the NTPA entry trailer, so if you'd like to buy it back, you can certainly go back there and buy it back. No, I'm just kidding you. We've got one for you. Steve, you got a mini rod finally right there, buddy.
All right, fans, here we go. Mini rod side. Grandstand, get ready. This is Mr. Kevin Dick coming to you out of Tiffin, Ohio. They call this tractor the Cat Staff, folks. He's going to be our first mini ride out here tonight. So again, our Cat Staff, our first mini ride out here on the track here tonight, fans. Mr. Kevin Dick coming to you out of Tiffin, Ohio. 26 minis coming your way here tonight. Green flags are in the air. On the sled, here we are. Well, what do you think, Mini Rod fans? What a nice run laid down there. The Cat Staff, Kevin Dick. Looks like they are going to drop that pole.
Frank Harrington from Georgetown, Ohio. Here he goes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to be here tonight with Mr. Staff Sergeant Borkovich, ladies and gentlemen, from the U.S. Army. Again, thank you to the U.S. Army for coming on board with us the last 2 years. And most of all, thank you, young man, for your service, for all you do for each one of us each and every day. I get a question here. I read that the Army is very interested in assisting young people with furthering their education. Can you expand on that just a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Army is striving to ensure that our youth have a chance at a great education. So each year we have more than 8,000 soldiers that are completing their degrees, ranging from associates to doctors while serving their country. The U.S. Army likes to dedicate a lot of time and amount of resources to post-secondary education for its soldiers, so young men and women have a chance to, do their degree and serve at the same time. They don't have to separate that.
Well, we appreciate that. And tell us a little bit about yourself. What is your job in the Army?
So I joined the Army as an instrument, stuff like that to deploy. Right now I am a recruiter at Defiance. So our station's over there. I've been here for about 2 years recruiting in this area. So This is our second year here at the track, so I do thank you for having us here, though.
Well, again, we appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be getting a few more questions from them here in just a little bit. We're going to watch a couple more tractors go down the track, and we'll be back with them again. But how about giving the Army a big round of applause for being one of our sponsors here this year, and for all that each one of these men and women do for us each and every day. Thank you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Again, another out of Waynesville, Indiana. Coming to you out of Waynesville, Indiana, Mr. Adam Kester, getting ready to come your way on a tractor he calls the Beast of Burden, folks. Adam and Toby will be pulling tonight here. They have 3 entries here in the mini rod class here tonight. They are sponsored by Shell Rotella. Again, their last polls were in Wellington, Ohio. But again, out of Waynesville, Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, how would you like to have a 3,000 horse motor strapped right between your legs? But here we go, the Beast of Burden, Adam Kester, out of Waynesville, Indiana. All right, Adam's distance 201 and a 5.7, 201 and a 5.7. Kevin Dick was 224 and a 0.2, but decided to drop to the bottom. So he will be coming back at the bottom of our class here tonight. .333.395, 333.395 right there for Johnny Fleck, and previously Brian Carrington at 328 and 01. So there you are, Johnny Fleck will hold on to the lead. So we're back out here with the Army again, ladies and gentlemen. So saying there's a young man or young woman that meets a qualification, what are the qualifications as far as age-wise to be able to enlist in the Army for a young man or woman?
So right now we're looking at anyone between the ages of 17 and 34, and then depending on if you're older than 34, we can do what's called like age waivers, stuff like that, but 17 to 34 is what we're looking for right now.
Okay, and if one of them decided they wanted to do something like that, where do they need to go? Who do they need to get a hold of?
Come talk to us. I mean, our tent's right over there. Our station's out in Defiance off of Clinton and 5th Street, right across from Disney's, or you can go army.com and contact the recruiter that way as well.
All right, well, young man, well, I tell you what, we'll talk with you guys here in just a little bit. You guys go over, sit back and relax and enjoy the poll. And again, thank you very much for being out here with us tonight. Folks, another big round of applause for them tonight. As we watch the tractor to get the track back in place, please take a moment and look at some of our
local sponsors, and don't be afraid to say thank you to each one of our local sponsors. They contribute and do everything they can to keep this beautiful fairgrounds up, and if you ever get a chance to come to the Fulton County Fairgrounds, you should come. It's very, very nice. Darren Bomer on the track right now, backing up to the sled. 2014 Dark County Tractor Pullers Association Points Champion and the NTPA Region 2 Points Champion in 2023. So this young man knows what he's doing. So let's see what he does tonight. Leading distance is 3:33 and a 3:95. Johnny Fleck later down. Darren, it's up to you, my friend.
All right, fans, here we go. Mr. Grant Theobald coming to you out of Shelbyville, Indiana. They call this tractor Lil Wicked. Again, calling Lil Wicked out of Shelbyville, Indiana. Grant Theobald. Gentlemen, looky there.
Darren Bomer at 3:29 and 4:0 in second place. Johnny Fleck still in first place at 3:33 and 3. So very close, but close is not quite good enough.
All right, Grant's distance. 264 and an 835. 264 and an 835. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our new #1 mark to beat here tonight in your Grand National Mini Rod class here. So, Grant Theobald setting the mark out there in a Little Wicked. Grant, ladies and gentlemen, was your 2022 Mini Modified Grand National runner-up. It was also your 2022 Interleaf Pull-Off champion. So, again, no stranger to being out here on the track whatsoever here tonight.
Well, we're talking about the Hot Farm class right there. You know, these guys are a 3-inch in and a 3.5-inch out turbo, okay? No intercoolers. And well, of course, just a couple more fun facts for you. 20-inch drawbar, we talked about that. And they must retain that stock exterior appearance.
Alex, can you try talking a little louder when you talk to it? It's really hard to hear you, I'm sorry.
And if you walk down through the line right there, Chuck Schrader should be up there on the infield side of Columbia City, Indiana.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just found out that Grant's kill switch got pulled on the Little Wicked, and he is going to be dropping to the bottom of the class, so he will be coming back out here at the bottom of his class. So that's what happened, that's why it died, so the Grant will be coming back at the end of the class. That's going to bring up Art Mendez, coming to you out of Zeeland, Michigan. Hi fans, we also just was notified that we are resetting the sled on the Mini Rod side. Are going to reset the sled on the Mini Rod side, so we will be starting our Mini Rod class over here tonight. Well, founded in 1937, Beck's is the largest family-owned retail seed company and the third largest seed brand in the USA. Serving farmers throughout the Midwest and Mid-South, the Beck family is now its 5th generation, and family members who work in the business to honor God and help farmers succeed. Beck's team of employees help farmers achieve success by generation to generation through authentic customer experiences, product diversity, seed quality, and performance.
Hey, a big thank you to CM Pulling Tires, Chad Mayhill and his crew. Thank you. We appreciate it. We certainly do. Right now, Chuck Schrager, one bad buck, 95.49.60 on the track over there. You betcha, out of Columbia City, Indiana. Yeah. Columbia City, Indiana. So far. One bad buck down the track, had to be 3:33 and 3. Let's find out what he does. .52, 334. Well, pretty middle lead, 334.52, 334.52, way to go. Chuck, nice job, young man. Don't take much, it takes a little bit, and you are in first place, my friend. Connor Carrington, you're up next on that side, on the infield side. Big thank you to Andy Miller. Tire, thank you, thank you.
Well, once again, Van Art Mendez coming to you out of Zeeland, Michigan. Again, we did reset the mini sleds here tonight, so your Grand National Mini class will be starting over here tonight.
Steve, am I right? Did I hear that you reset that sled? You reset the sled, and everybody's coming back. Is that right?
Yes, sir. As far as we know right now, everybody is coming back in the mini rod class here tonight.
I see. All right, okay. Well, Hot Shot Secret's the #1 fastest growing automobile lubricant manufacturer in the U.S. for a reason. They engineer high quality products that actually do what they say. Products also available nationwide at O'Reilly Auto Parts, AutoZone, Tractor Supply, and HotShotSecrets.com. As we roll another one, Connor Carrington up onto the track. Georgetown, Ohio. Say when? What do you call the tractor? I don't know where these names come from.
Scott.
Do you? Huh?
Jody.
Pretty cool.
All right, Art Mendez scratching for traction, ladies and gentlemen. He had a distance of 192 and a 165. He is going to drop at the bottom. He will be at the bottom of the class, so he has the option to do that. He was our first puller after we reset the sled.
Hey, now, all right, that was just a change. All right, that's all right. I heard that clack like that when it was just almost starting off, and I thought, oh, good Lord, no. Connor Carrington right there. Driving like you stole it, Connor. Nice shot. That young man's been all over Ohio and even been to Florida with that tractor this year.
Kevin Campbell getting ready to come your way here tonight. Kevin Campbell coming to you. They called his tractor the wild card. Kevin coming to you out of Washington, PA. Last pull was in Wellington. He was in the number 1 spot. Bowling Green, he finished with the number 2. That's why he was number 1 in Wellington, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Nice run. Laid down Kevin Campbell. Out of Washington, PA here tonight. Well, Connor, 629. Well, Kevin Campbell's going to be 277 and a 5.7, 277 and a 5.7 here tonight for Kevin Campbell out of Washington, PA.
Common last distance was 329, or 325 and 1.3. 325 and 1.3. There you go.
That's going to bring up Cody Singletary. Cody coming to you, ladies and gentlemen, on the Carolina Night Train 2. Coming to you out of Tar Heel, North Carolina. We had an 8th place finish here in Wellington, Ohio, as well as finish number 7 in Bowling Green. All right, again, fans, here we go. Out of Tar Heel, North Carolina.
Come on, Phil. Not let all those red tractors scare you out of there.
Again, Cody Singletary, again, ladies and gentlemen, out of Tar Heel, North Carolina. Carolina Night Train 2. Getting ready to come your way here on the Grand National. Many are on side here tonight. Cody here tonight. Again, ladies and gentlemen, waiting on his distance here this evening. Cody set 292 and a 4.3. 292 and a 4.3. For Cody Singletary here tonight. AP1 and Premier Crop Insurance offers specialty insurance products from motorsports to crop insurance. We pride ourselves on offering the best resources and to our clients throughout the Midwest and to guard their investments and livelihood. With the ever-changing markets, we can help you find the best products for your needs. Call 877-452-3012 to talk to someone today or visit agprotect1.com or premiercropins.com for more information. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Premier Crop Insurance is proud to be the official crop insurance sponsor of the NTPA.
Here we are on the infield side, Alan Daly, no name deer. Our Emmy Miller Tire Tri-State Showdown well underway for the night. It's going to be a great night for Poland. This man is the third NTPA to Red International back over Indiana, not Ohio, Indiana, of course, and he's been all over the place. So we welcome him right back to the Buckeye from Star City, Indiana. Alan Daly, no name deer, John Deere 4250 as he backs her up into the sled.
All right, fans, just a little different looking here. They call this tractor Bacon Bits. Dusty Price coming to you out of Kimmel, Indiana. Again, Dusty, no stranger to the track here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, fans, you just seen him shut it off right there. We call that the 100-foot mark is what we call the point of no return. If he gets it shut down or is in the attempt to get it shut down before the puller reaches the 100-foot mark, they have a second opportunity to come back. They have 2 tries when they pull out here on the track, unless they happen to be the first tractor of the class. So, Dusty seen something he didn't like. He got it shut down before he got to what we call the point of no return, the 100-foot mark. So he will be hopefully coming back for his second attempt here this evening.
Alan Daly on the other side of Star City, Indiana, no name deer. And we wait for him to get ready to go. Dusty Price right there on the mini rod side. Bacon Bits, stop at 6. Uh-oh. Look out. All right, here we are, Alan Daly, Star City, Indiana. Not a bad run for a John Deere. How'd that work out? What? I didn't. 334.07. 334.07 for Alan Daly. Right there puts him back in the pack just a little bit. But Scott Miller, you'll be up next on the infield side. The Dragline Express. Hey, if you're looking for a top quality commercial trailer, Mack Trailer offers a wide range of products including dump, flatbed, pneumatic, tank, transfer, straight truck, and liquid tank trailers. Visit MackTrailer.com to learn more. Mack Trailer. Got a chance to talk with Mike Connie down at Wellington the other night. And Mike was just a great guy to talk to. So.
Yeah, track roller out there, guys. If you would, please. On the mini side. Well, What do you want most from your career? Stability, a great salary? What about paid training and mentorship? Or the ability to rise to the top in your field or on merit alone? How about honor and integrity? A career that makes you or your family proud? That sounds good. But why choose just one benefit? In the U.S. Army, you can have them all. Visit GoArmy.com to get started on your journey today. All right, here we go. CJ Gretzky coming to you out of Litchfield, Kentucky. Car salesman by trade. Get ready to bring her down the track again, ladies and gentlemen, out of Litchfield, Kentucky. Call this tractor the pile driver. Here we go. Still another nice run. Scott Miller out of Spencerville, Ohio. Scotty Donnie right there on the track. One clear up, not just partway up, clear up. And we'll see. All right, CJ Gratzky's distance out of Litchfield, Kentucky, and a pile driver, 284 and a 17. 284 and a 17. Well, 323 and a 935. 323 and a 935 by Scott Miller. So not bad. Look, Steve, you've got some royalty up here. Yeah, some royalty, yeah. All right, we're going to get to you there in just a second, and a lot of things going on. It's about like driving a turbine engine tractor. Todd Cameron coming up on the right side, on the infield side right there. All right, fans backing up to the sled. Scott Van Antwerp coming out of Holland, Michigan here tonight. They call this tractor playing dirty, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Cody Singletary at 292 and 4. Nice run laid down there. Scott Van Antwerp, ladies and gentlemen, playing dirty. What they call that tractor here tonight. Coming to you again out of Holland, Michigan as well. So going to be just a tick bit short of taking the number 1 spot away. It's going to put him in the 2nd spot here tonight. 290 feet point 30, 290 and a 30 here tonight for Scott. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we happen to be up here right now. Ron Bargy, ladies and gentlemen, Ag Protect One, Premier Crop Insurance. Thank you again for being one of our major sponsors here. Tell us a little bit about your crop insurance.
So the crop insurance company, we've been around for 15 years. We carry all 9 national carriers. We have 24 agents in 16 states. We're very blessed to have so many pullers that are farmers that are clients of ours, along with, actually we insure right out of 30 acres now nationwide. So we just want to keep growing and showing that, we're there for you, especially a year like this, when prices are down, and there's certain products that are really tailored for a season like this. We also have AP1 insurance, Ag Protect One. That's all motorsports insurance, so a lot of the pullers you see out here tonight, they carry their vehicle, their toter with us. We're really proud of that. We have over 300 pullers that carry their policy with us. We keep growing. My brother Derek takes care of that line of business, and we've been sponsoring NTPA now for 12 years.
I'll tell you what, you guys do a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no strangers to being out here either. They're going to come out here with the judge towing team after a while. Ron, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Todd Cameron down the track right there. Noblesville, Indiana, busted fight 72 International. 10-66, 10 on 6-6. As we wait his distance. Oh man, there it is. 336.10, your new leader! 336.10, Todd Cameron!
Andy Corporal, ladies and gentlemen, right there's a little heathen coming to you out of Van Buren, Indiana. Nice run lane down there, chasing 292 feet, laid down by Cody Singletary out of Dargill, North Carolina. 275 and a 98, 275.98. Ron coming to you out of Huntingburg, Indiana. Coming out of the Kester stable there, ladies and gentlemen. So, calls this tractor Walk the Line will be our next mini up here tonight.
odds on the track right now. Tim Jones out of Marion Springs, Michigan against the odds. 1975, case 1175. A lot of good power out there out in the field getting those tractors. A lot of guys still use them. Man's been out all summer long. Banging the dirt all summer long. This is the beat 336 and 10.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we better know him as Toby, but not the ride he wanted to have here tonight out of Huntingburg, Indiana. Walk the line tractor's a little bit squirrely there tonight. .241 and a 6.4. 241 and a 6.4 for the walk the line. Ron Tobin here this evening. 241 and a 6.4. It's going to bring up Mike Summers, the crazy horse.
And our distance on that hot farm at Tim Jones right there at 326 and a 315. These guys are really getting tight in this class.
CM Pulling Tires sponsors the Grand National Two-Wheel Drive Truck Division, headquartered in Reynolds, Indiana. CM Pulling Tires opened in 2015 with the mission of producing winners and providing good service at a reasonable rate. In addition to the Mayhale family-owned Grant Puller tires, brands offered for sale include Firestone, Method, Parts, and Pro Puller, and wheel brands including Kaiser, Midwest, and Real. CM Pulling Tires also provide services such as new and used tire cutting and sharpening, tire curing, and wheel mounting and drilling. For more information about CM Pulling Tires, visit HoosierPullingTires.com.
Taylor thank you goes out to National Compressor Services, offering solutions for industrial compressors at your work site or in their shop. NCS meets your needs in normal maintenance, planned shutdowns and emergency shutdowns. Thank you very much, NCS, for supplying a little bit of sponsorship. We certainly do appreciate it. We're going to put you on this class right here. This class right here. Our hot farm class. Mike.
Mike Summers, the crazy horse, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you out of Lakeland, Ohio.
332.79. 332.79, and that puts him in, oh gosh, no, I thought maybe third. Oh no, that puts him right down there. Puts him right down there. We're going to get the top, we'll give you the top 5 in this class only because they are very, very close. We are going to give trophies to the top 3 in the class, and the top in the class, the winner of the class, will go down to the 320 mark and get their interview as well.
Okay, Dusty Price, the bacon bit, coming back out here for his second attempt here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, he was one of them that got his shut down before the point of no return. Dusty dropped 6 here tonight, coming back out here in our class out of Kimball, Indiana, for his second run here tonight. We'll make sure he's all right here, ladies and gentlemen. He's good to go. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen. Rough ride right there. Mr. Dusty Price. Something just not quite right. .173 and a 9.7. 173 and a 9.7 here for Dusty Price tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's our first thing we want to find out to make sure our competitors are all right when they take a little bit of a bounce around in the roll cage like that. Dusty is just fine. .321 and even. 321.00. 321 even. All right. That is the final tractor in the class right there. We'll rack them up. We're going to give it the top 5. Just because they are so close, we'll hand out trophies to the top 3. And we're going to hand out this class right here, our hot farm class. We're going to hand this hot farm class out that we've just run the National Compressor Service, offering solutions for industrial compressors in your workshops or in the shop. NCS meets or exceeds your needs in normal maintenance, planned shutdowns, and emergency situations. Thank you. Thank you for your sponsorship for this class. National Compressor Services, the class being the hot farm class. tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They call this tractor Rolling Dough. Randy Benstamaker. Coming to you out of Macomb, Ohio. Again, out of the big city of Macomb, Ohio. Well, look at there, fans. A beautiful run. Center of the track all the way to the left side with a nice run laid down by Randy. All right, fans, here's the top five in the hot bar class. Eddie Money at 332.7, Joe Lower. Fourth class at 332.4. Ohio. Third place at 334.07, Alan Daly out of Charles City, Indiana, the no-name deer. Second place, 334.52. Chuck Schrader, One Bad Buck out of Columbia City, Indiana. And your winner of the class, Todd Cameron, Noblesville, Indiana, 336 and 10. So I'll need Todd Cameron, Chuck Schrader, and Alan Daly up here at the tower. Todd Cameron, Chuck Schrader, and Alan Daly here at the tower. Thank you. All right, Randy's distance, 289 to the 195, 289 to the 195. Going to be good enough for the third spot here tonight. So we'd like to thank Borderline Express, being one of our class sponsors here at the Minis tonight. Borderline Express out of Fayette, Ohio is trusted trucking partner for all your hauling needs. From scrap steel to aggregates, Borderline Express can help. Contact them today. And also Joe Mankey Concrete. From concrete flatwork to foundations to pool decks, patios, and driveways, Joe Mankey Concrete provides quality work at an affordable price. So again, Joe and Mankey Concrete and Borderline Express are two local sponsors here tonight, as well as the Timmy Miller Tire Company here at the Fulton County Fair tonight. Todd Bowman, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you out of Zeeland, Michigan. Calls this tractor stress relief. Getting ready to jump down the track your way. Scott Tedder will be up on the other side when he gets around here, Mr. Twister. Well, fans, looky there. Looks like we got a new leader. 296 feet and 5. 296 and a 515 for Todd Boltman here tonight in the stress relief. Again, Todd calls that tractor stress relief. Now he sits back and waits for the number 1 spot. Right there at 296 and a 515. 296 and a 515. So Brian McDonald, very little sanity. Our next thing coming down the track here tonight.
Appreciate all the effort, so you did very good thanking your wife. Chuck, looky there. Second place. I know it's like going up the driver and sitting in the back seat with your sister. I mean, I get that. I get that. But you know what? You fought pretty hard just to get there.
Yes, I did. I just want to thank my son. He does all my mechanical work, and then both my work. They helped me out a lot. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Like I talked to Alan about it, I said, this is the real deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it's a lot of fun, too.
Well, thank you very much. We come back next year and see us.
Okay, I will. Thank you, good.
Promise?
Yes, I will. Yep.
All right. You guys hold it to it. All right. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you. Give Chuck a nice round of applause. Thank you, Chuck. We appreciate it. Woo!
All right, fans on the mod side, Scott Teeter's distance, 321 feet in 4, 321 and a 4-1.
All right, back down here in winner's circle, and look here, Todd not only gets a trophy, he gets the big check right there, Give him a round of applause there, huh? You can pull that up and put it in your wallet tonight, John. I think it'll fit. Here's a trophy on behalf of Emmy Miller Tire Tri-State Showdown, Regional National Hot Farm Stock, first place, You had to beat them off with a stick, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a tough class. These guys are great to pull with all year long. I have a lot of fun doing it. It's very competitive.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank your local sponsors here for having it in the first place. Then my engine builder, Wauseon Enterprises, J Diesel Performance, and of course the data acquisition.
All right, well, thank you so very much. We appreciate you coming out and see us. Come back and see us next year. Get your photos right there, guys and gals. Available at every post office right there. Thank you. There you go. Congratulations right there. Now,
All right, fans, we got a brand new leader here in your mini rods. Brian McDonald, 315 and a 9.8. 315 and a 9.8 for Brian McDonald. Going to bring in Gene Zeltner. Coming to you out of Bowling Green, Ohio, one piece at a time. On our mod side, Mike Shoneman, ladies and gentlemen. They call this tractor the Night Train, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to come your way. Just a little bit down through there, but here we go. Mini rod side, Steve Seltzer, one piece at a time. Now fans, look at the mini rod. He's got set up the way he's got him set up here. He is sitting almost straight up and like a regular chair. A little bit different configuration than what the other guys and gals have out here. But I tell you what, gonna get it the plum crazy pulling team there a little bit right there. One piece at a time, ladies and gentlemen, is what they call it.
Steve, all right, Steve, I need Raymond Hall. Raymond Hall. You're in the class. Come on up, if you will, Raymond Hall. I have a real nice young lady up here that wants to talk with you. Raymond Hall. Raymond Hall. Come on up to the tower if you will, please. Raymond Hall. I have a nice young lady up here that wants to talk with you a little bit. And while we're doing that, I'm going to talk to my guy from Tex. Is that all right with you? Lucas, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. Did you ever milk cows for a living?
I have not had the pleasure of doing that. I helped my uncle some. We used to do that, but not anymore.
I could tell. Good Lord, man, I'm telling you. That's Hybrid right here. Lucas is with us tonight. Lucas is one of the great, I think he's probably one of the greatest guys out there on that product right there. Lucas, you do a heck of a good job. Tell us all about that product.
You know, we've what is this, our fourth show together, and it's really been a pleasure to work with the NTPA this year. You know, we have a lot of similarities, and Bex is founded on faith, family, and farmers, and that's what helps us keep our business going today. And our goal is to help farmers succeed, and at the end of the day, if we're able to help them, they're going to help us with
That's a nice,
I can tell you, I don't farm enough to plant anything. I farm cows. But if I farmed, I'd plant Bex, and I'd hunt you up, because I think you're one heck of a guy right there. So, I know you've been in it for a while. We'll let this mini ride go zipping down the track. And then we want to talk a little more about what you do and how long you've been in the business and what made you get into the business. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so at this point, I'd like to think this is where you would be.
I've been at Bex 11 years now, and you know, when I started, it was a great company, and
somebody calls you and says, look man, stuff is just not doing what I want it to do. What am I doing wrong? Well, do you just pull it by on the phone or what?
No, so we would go out and look at the fields and try to help figure out what the scenario is. There's hundreds of different reasons as to why, but our job is to help them figure out the why and see if we can help them make it better in the future.
Analyze the dirt, analyze the crop, analyze what's going on, and is there something leaking or something coming down into that soil that shouldn't be coming down into it, or anything like that, right?
That is one of many reasons, or many of many reasons. So absolutely, it's our job to help, and our job to help the farmer make more bushels every year and figure out how we can help them in it.
Our main training.
And when you first arrive on the site, are there times that you can just kind of walk up and something catches your eye?
There's definitely similarities year to year, and doing this for over 10 years now, definitely we can sometimes find similarities, but you know, every year is different, and Mother Nature throws us a curveball every year as well. So you just never know, and you take each call as it comes.
Wow, you guys are amazing. And thanks for coming up and seeing us. It is an ideal pleasure to have you with us at Beck's Hybrids with us at NTPA. Thank you so much. God bless you and your family.
You know, thank you, Denver, and God bless you as well, and God bless all the farmers and the pollers. Everybody have a safe evening.
Thank you, sir. Beck's Hybrids, right there, folks. Beck's Hybrids. All right, Adam Kester, 285 and a 02, 285 and a 02 for Adam Kester. That's going to bring up Lindsey Campbell, the short fuse. Coming to you out of Washington, PA here tonight. Mod side, Don Dean out of Tri-State. Campbell. Right there, 289 to the 93, 289 to the 93.
All right, Todd Cameron here, winner in our hot farm class. Todd, how's it feel to win the big one in Wauseon?
I'm happy.
How happy?
It's been a lot of work to get here and tough class.
Don Dean right there, Chicago, Indiana, having a little bit of a tough time right there. Don Norman.
Now, was that a new tractor or?
It come out last year.
He went back there.
Have you had some? Is this your first win? Have you had some wins?
I won in Greenville
Thursday night and tonight as well.
Okay.
And I think he's all right. I think he's going to be okay.
Nice.
But 176.
Good. How many hooks do you think you made this year?
Get Don around the ball, real please.
35.
That's not the Don.
Awesome. Anybody you want to thank here tonight?
I thank the whole
Go on, Don.
making it fun, competitive.
Have to get his dog Abby back there and take care of him. He takes good care of him. He's a German Shepherd dog. And those two are just like that.
Awesome. Where are you heading next?
Small.
All right.
Brush Bowl.
Awesome.
Sounds
Good
like
luck.
you got something coming up on your end of the stick right there. Emmy Miller from Tri-State Showdown, man, having a ball tonight. Having a ball tonight. Mike Shammy, you should be up on Roanoke, Indiana. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you out of Shelbyville, Indiana.
Renee Theobald, the Pretty Wicked. Lady Pulling fans, here you go. Renee Theobald coming to you out of Shelbyville, Indiana tonight. Calls this mini rod Pretty Wicked.
Okay, we'll just keep doing it. It's a nice thing to do. Thank you. Cool. Just making sure.
Second chance right there. 2008. Steve, I saw a few sparks come out of that. Right at the end, just as he was getting around, I saw some sparks. Well, there you go. Well, fans, how many of you are ready for some t-shirts tonight? We have got Mr. Dan Trader and Mr. Mac over there and stuff popping out the big t-shirt. If you're ready for a big hybrid t-shirt tonight, make a little bit of noise! $217.60 for Mike. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Like a t-shirt. Bex Hybrids out here tonight. One of our main sponsors here tonight. Handing out t-shirts. Oh, make a little bit of noise. Well, get ready to come your way, folks, right here. Out of Wadsworth, Ohio, Mr. Ken Vinny. Now, if you've ever watched mini rides, you'll know this tractor when it comes down through here. They call this tractor the funny little farmall. So here we go. Mini ride side, get ready.
See how he does tonight. He's been consistent all year long, but he's had a few bumps here and there too. So let's run, see what happens, fans.
Well, Mini Rod side, you got a new leader here tonight. Ken Benny, 316 feet and 2. 316 and a 2.8 for Mr. Ken Benny to take over the number 1 spot here tonight.
Yeah, we was really hot last week. It was terrible. But it's, you know, normally we have a couple weeks of it.
Out of Wauseon, Ohio.
All right, backing up to the sled now, Troy Arden coming to you. They call this tractor the Slingshot. Coming out of Sac City, Iowa. Supplies last, ladies and gentlemen, right back here at the NTPA merchandise tent here tonight.
Well, we're not that far from Christmas. I just want you to know that, but we are not that far from Christmas. So, now's the time, kids. Now's the time to get back to the NTPA merchandise booth and get her done. Just do it all night, put her on the card, and say, there, I'm done. All right. K&L Trucking, thanks to K&L Trucking, a locally owned trucking company in Delta, Ohio. Thank you from K&L Trucking. We appreciate what you do as well. And remember, the top 6 places, or excuse me, the winner in each class is going to get that extra prize money as well. So. Nick Margie out of Wauseon. Another one of the Margie family right there. Hey, look at there.
All right, here we go, fans. Gene Zeltner's coming back again one more time. He was out here a little bit ago, got it shut down before the point of no return. Coming to you out of Bowling Green, Ohio. One piece at a time here tonight.
This is the Judge Next Generation right here. This is first year of Nick driving here on the Margie crew, and we love to have him and been all over on and a nice ride for Nick, man. Nice ride for Nick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gene having a little bit of trouble here tonight. Gene unable to make things work out here this evening in the right direction. So, unfortunate, a little wild ride there. He got started, was able to get him shut down.
.322 and a 695, 322 and a 695 for Nick Bargy, 322 and a 695, and I believe, yes, that will put him in first place. 321 and 41 was the distance to beat. Nick comes in at 322 and 695. Nick is your leader in the class.
All right, 135.025 for Gene. 135 and a 025 for Gene Zeltner. One piece at a time here tonight. Unfortunately, not what Gene wanted to have happen here tonight. All right, mini rod side, going to bring Bryce Collins. Coming to you out of Wakeman, Ohio. Had a #1 finish this year at Sandusky, Ohio. Also, like to thank our fine friends from Beck Hybrids, the U.S. Army, CM Tire. Also, Ag Protect 1 for being with us here tonight as our four main sponsors here tonight. Also, Emmy Miller Tire. This is called your Emmy Miller Tire Tri-State Showdown. Again, I'd like to thank our fine friends at Borderline Express and also Joe Mankey Concrete for being sponsors as well here with our mini rods here tonight. All right, Bryce Collins coming to you out of Wakeman, Ohio. They called the third doctor. Getting ready to head your way tonight here, fans. Chasing Mr. Ken Vinny at 316 feet. Both fans not the ride he wanted to have. All right, 190 and a 4.8. 190 and a 4.8 for Bryce here tonight.
And they will need a lift down there for this mini rod. They will need a lift for the mini rod, please. Lift for the mini rod, please. Thank you.
Well, again, guys, we're going to need a lift down here on the mini rod side, please. Folks, give him a big round of applause. Bryce is out of the tractor. He is okay. That is our biggest thing, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure our competitors are okay. And it's quite a ride. You take inside one of them vehicles bouncing around inside that cage with the dirt doctor. All of his safety equipment. He's able to walk out of there. So again, Bryce Collin, ladies and gentlemen, the dirt doctor. Okay here tonight.
Well, fans, here we are on the other side of the track. Robert K. Hyde out of Randolph, Ohio. Leather and Lace is the name of the tractor, as he calls it. 2021 is one of the maintenance debut. Been in the top 5 all summer long right here. See how he does tonight. He's standing number 4 in the standings in Region 2 right now. For Leather and Lace right there, give it up for a nice run for Leather and Lace. Robert Hyde right there out of Randolph, Ohio. Yeah, Randolph, Ohio. Yeah.
Hey, nobody said anything about bringing hot dogs and marshmallows. I'd have made some s'mores out here tonight. Yeah.
And I forgot the hot dogs. 301.07, 301.07 right there. 301.07.
Again, fans, don't forget to visit the NTPA merchandise tent right back here along the grandstand wall. Tonight we have several shirts from the last 5 Grand National events, including Bowling Green, Ohio. There are also hats, books, diecast tractors, and many, many more items. Please stop by while the supplies last. Also, don't forget Christmas is right around the corner, folks, and they do make great Christmas gifts.
And Robert Hyde puts himself in 3rd place right now. 3rd place right now. Congratulations, sir. Ron Barge in the 2nd. Your Next Generation, you're up next. And then Terry Price.
Mack Trailer leads the trailer manufacturing industry and specialized trailer parts and service throughout the nation. We're proud to be the strong presenter in the commitment to equality. Our hard-working team is dedicated to delivering durable and reliable dump, flatbed, pneumatic tank transfer, straight truck, and liquid tank trailers. We understand the importance of getting the job done right. That's Mack Trailers out of Alliance, Ohio.
Looking for the best way to experience the NTPA Grand National Bulls? Look no further than Pull Live. We're delivering every pull right to your fingertips with live HD streaming. That's Pull Live right there. Big thank you to Manatee Concrete, one of our fine sponsors. A trusted local contractor committed to excellence with 35 years of experience. Call Mac today for all your flat work needs. Manatee Concrete, Mikey Concrete, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
What's the hell of a track?
A lot of local sponsors to say hi and howdy to and thank you to.
Good one. Everybody's got to pull on the same track. Everybody can pull on the perfect track. Good on the band track.
Hi fans, here we go. Brian Guza out of Denmark, Wisconsin. Brian getting ready to come your way here tonight.
Oh yeah, we got some good tracks at home. Yep. Toma's really good. How many years have you been having this event? Oh God, early 90s. Early 90s. It's a heck of a fair. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Well, nice run laid down Brian Guza.
Steve, what do you got going on?
All right, Brian Guza, Grandpa's Disaster. 299 and 11, 299 and a 1-1 for Brian Guza. That's going to bring up Adam Bauer coming to you on the Iron Toy here tonight. Adam coming to you out of Peyton, Iowa.
How many of you got left in your class there, young man? How many left? You got 5 left in your class, and I've got 2 left in this class. Like, how are you doing? All right? You doing all right? Terry Price, you'll be up next with the Pricey Farmer on the infield side.
All right, again, Adam Bauer, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you out of Peyton, Iowa.
In the early 80s, we had a bull in July that was pulling green like those things in the Ohio State. Okay. That's how we kind of got to go up here and the bull area. Okay. It's in Maumee Valley? Yeah, I've been a 40-year member of the movement. Oh, wow. It seems like it's been that long. Because it's so fun. It used to be a lot more fun. get older, you can right?
Here's some ferry right here. Here she is, very fine, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the young lady, one of our ladies in pulling right here, the 2016 Hard Charger Award. Two-time Region 2 Modified Champion, 2019 Northwest Modified Champion, 20 plus NTPA wins. Vice Motorsport, the distributor of Brad Penn Live Performance Oil and Performance and Fittings and Hoses, which they usually have available. And she rolled with her husband Todd, and they always run in a pair. Always have a very good season. Terry's had a little trouble this year, but she has been as strong as she can be on the track. Been to Benson, Wisconsin, Arcola, Marion, Wilmington, Fort Recovery, Rockwell. Well, you get the noise, don't you? Bowling Green, all over the place. So ladies, let me hear ya. And I am ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you out of Kennedyville, Maryland. Jason, Mr. 10 Vinny, 316 feet in is 26 leading 09. 326 and a 09 here tonight. To take over the number 1 spot here tonight.
Get the other one.
On the back room, Kreider.
Jason.
Cherubusco, Indiana, double nose push through. This man is a maintenance director at Smith Green School, and believe it or not, he does a big Christmas display synchronized to music. And who would have thought that Wayne Kreider would do that, huh? He's got lots of state titles, 2023 second, third place out of modified in the Northeast, and 2023 region 2 fifth place mod Southwest. So there he is from Cherubusco, Indiana, a man that's got to come out in first place with a distance pass. Well, not the cars for Wayne tonight. Well, not the cars.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. These were your tractors that started out here in your Grand National Mini Class here tonight. Then we reset the sled. These guys have been sitting out here in the wings waiting tonight until the end of the class. They come back out here for their run as well. So, coming up first going to be Kevin Dick out of Tiffin, Ohio. The Cat Staff is what Kevin calls his tractor here tonight. So again, the Cat Staff is ready to come your way. 4 to go here in your mini rod class tonight. Need a lift, guys. Going to need a lift on the mini rod side. A lift on the mini rod side, please. All right, Kevin Dick, 164 and a 26, 164 and a 26 here.
Camera light enough.
Also, folks, we need to say a big thank you to Mr. Dave Brewer, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one that makes Denver and I sound a whole lot better than what we actually are. So, Mr. Dave Brewer, we do appreciate you, young man, for the sound system you have out here every year at the Fulton County Fair. We sure do appreciate it. So, again, our hats go off to Dave Brewer sitting back here in the wings and making everything good tonight.
All right, fans, here we go. Top 5 in the class right here. In our mod class, fifth place 301 and a 07 leather lace, Robert Hyde. Fourth place at 309 and a 99, Terry Price. Congratulations, Terry. Third place at 311 and a 995, Ron Bargy the second. Second place at 321.41. Scott Penner, Mr. Twister, thank you, sir. And 322 and a 695 belongs to Nick Bargy. His first year in bowling takes the win right here, and Jimmy Miller Tri-State Showdown at 3:22 and a 6:75.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
once again, congratulations
That's
to
right.
all. Thank you very much.
Both of them right now.
All right, guys and gals, Nick Bargy, Scott Tedder, and Ron Bargy, if you will, please come to the tower. Nick Bargy, Scott Tedder, and Ron Bargy, will come to the tower, and Ken Miller as well.
Hi fans, here we go, out of Wadesville, Indiana. Mr. Adam Kester getting ready to come your way. Again, with these guys, these top 4 guys getting ready to come your way here tonight. We're the first of our class. We reset the sled. So they are coming back out here. Toby getting ready to get him backed up to the line there. Again, Mr. Adam Kester, the Beast of Burden, coming to you out of Wadesville, Indiana.
Okay. Is that okay now?
All right, he's back and ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the Beast of Burden, Adam Kester. Shelbyville, Indiana. Down there in southeastern Indiana, ladies and gentlemen. Grant bringing the Little Wicked tractor back out here one more time here tonight. Again, thank you to M.B. Miller Tire, offering everything from small lawn and garden and large tractor tires to tires for your antique truck, ATVs, skid loaders, and even pulling trucks. Thank you, M.B. Miller Tire, for your loyal support here at the Fulton County Fair. Again, fans, don't forget to visit the merchandise tent. A lot of event shirts back there from the past 5 events, Grand National events. So make your way back there here, and including Bowling Green shirts. There are also hats, yearbooks, die-cast tractors, and many more items here tonight. So again, Christmas right around the corner. I tell you what, the way these months been going, it'll be here in a couple of weeks. I'll guarantee you the way it's been going this year. So make sure you make your way back there and pick up something here tonight. You want the most from your career, the ability to rise to the top, or merit alone? How about honor and integrity, or paid training and mentorship? Why choose when you can have it all? Visit GoArmy.com. All right, again out of Shelbyville, Indiana, Grant Theobald, Little Wicked.
Is it a local club, or is it just a bunch of classes you guys put together? It's just a bunch of classes we put together. We used to have point fun for them, but then...
That Doug out there getting backed up to the sled and ready to go.
We just dropped it.
Waiting on the green flags and the lights. Distance 306 and a 315, 306 and a 315 here tonight for Grant Theobald.
What football game are you watching? What football game are you watching?
Backward is forward and sideways is upside down. Third place. Come on in here, Ron. Ron, look here, third place. Modified tractor class tonight, right here. Jeremy Miller, are you with us tonight? Jeremy, are you with us? Can you come over and be in the presentation, if you will? Jeremy?
My big battery?
That's right, that's right. Well, we're going to hand you this trophy and let you guys take the picture right there. And thank you very much.
Yeah, I got one full bar and the other one's blinking. So.
There you go. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate that. Scott? All right, buddy. The name that's famous. There he comes. Come on in here. Get in here. I was looking for you. Jeremy, this is Scott Tedder, and Scott won our second place in the modified class.
Scott, thanks for coming out and putting on a great show. We appreciate it. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you for sponsoring the class, and I love pulling here.
That's right. We like Emmy Miller as well. By golly, they do a good job for us. And do you have anybody else that you'd like to thank? Maybe like your wife or anybody?
Well, Mark Boyer, the Lord Jesus Christ, and my wife.
You did very good. You're probably not in trouble any way you put it now.
You're probably not watching anyway. So.
Well, Jeremy Miller, thanks so much for everything that you do.
I want to congratulate the Bargy family. They're super strong and hard to beat.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Those guys, get your picture there. You all set? Okay, good deal. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thanks for coming out to Tire Tri-State Showdown. Put on a great show. Congratulations on first place.
Thanks for having us out.
How long you been pulling?
About a year and a half.
Yep.
No, not very long.
How old are you?
Thank you.
17.
Do you have insurance? I know where you can get some.
I do. Do I know a place too?
Well, that's great. He gets the big check, gets to take that home, and everybody's happy as we look out and get the big ticket. And you got her. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Local
Thank
club
you.
out
All
of
right.
Michigan that
Good luck.
runs a bunch of naturally aspirated minis.
Okay.
Zingers, 4-cylinder stuff. They'll
Cool.
go here tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Track. Diesel trucks.
You have a great crowd tonight. Wow. There's a lot of people here.
Look at all this, and then Thursday night when they have the demolition derby, it'll be twice this week.
Really?
Grandstands will be sold out. All those bleachers.
Wow.
All those other ones will be jammed in here somewhere. And
They do the demo where at?
racetrack.
On the racetrack?
No, the track's are sacred.
Yeah, please don't do that. I know how much pulling tires cost.
Yeah.
Nick Bargy. Nick, you want to stop down at the 320 line? Stop down at the 320 line where the camera sets. Talk to that young lady down there. Now, I need Ken Miller.
Just take this off.
Ken J. Miller.
Yep, you can just take that off and then.
Back to you, Steve. Thank you, Denver. Art Mendez, 290 feet, .685, 290.685. So here's your top 5 rundown here in your Grand National Mini Rods here tonight. Grant Theobald in the Little Wicked at 306 and 3. Number 4 is going to be Troy Ard out of Sac City, Iowa. Sac City, Iowa at 309 and a 9. Number 3, Brian McDonald, Kendallville, Maryland, 315 and a 9.8. And number 2 here tonight, Ken Vinny out of Wadsworth, Ohio, funny little farmall, 316 and a 2. And sitting in the number 1 spot here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, out of Kendallville, Maryland, Mr. Brian McDonald, 326 feet .09. So congratulations to all of them here tonight. All right, Matt Casey's distance at a totally exposed 305 and a 6'8", 305 and a 6'8".
You didn't do anything wrong.
So I'm going to need Mr. Brian McDonald, Ken Vinny, Brian McDonald, oh yes, you all look over here, Troy Hart, and Grant Theobald. I need all 5 or 4 of you up here at the announcer's tower, please. So Brian McDonald, Ken Vinny, Troy Hart, and Grant Theobald. If I can ask you up to the announcer's tower, please. All right, over on the far side, that was Ben Ross, twisted decision, 76055. Backing up to the side now is Rob Durbin with the last call, International 1466.
No, it's not at all. Let me know if it gets back. I got Nick Bargy here on my screen.
Never good when a camera dies.
No. Yep, I did. I'm back. Okay, I'm going to interview Nick right now. All right. Nick, get a little closer and just try to talk loud, okay? Because this is my mic. So, Nick, congratulations on your win tonight. How does it feel?
Feels amazing.
How old are you?
17.
How long have you been driving the tractor?
About a year and a half.
But you've been around it your whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like driving around at home in the driveway and stuff? Is this your first win?
This is my second.
Second? Where was your first win at?
I don't know if it's off my head, actually.
You're supposed to remember those things, Nick.
I know.
How far are you guys from home?
About 3 hours.
3 hours. Where's your next pull?
Tomorrow is another step.
OSTPA? You're not sure where it is though? Cool. Anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors,
Durbin,
family?
Armada in Michigan with the last call, International 1466.
You should.
290 feet, 955.
Nice job. Have a good night.
I watch you guys. I paid a subscription for this already.
Where are you from?
I'm from White House, Ohio.
White House, Ohio? Is that close?
Yeah, very close.
Is it?
This is my home fair I go to all the time since I've been a little kid.
Awesome.
Also, Kevin Dick, I would like to
That's
see you up
awesome.
here as well. Kevin Dick, I would like to see you here as well. Well, here we go, fans. Starting off our Grand National 4-wheel drive truck class here tonight. That's Taylor Corset coming to you out of Blue Ridge, Georgia. Class ran in Bowling Green, Ohio.
What? Right, but after
Tell us the truck Taylor made.
oh, are you? I wasn't sure because I'm pretty good now.
Also, again, Kevin Dick.
Oh yeah, you need to be connected to the internet.
Well, that's why I like it on YouTube. Watch that online.
Oh, you can download it. I got you. Let me see what I can do. Sure.
Brian McDonald, get ready. Troy Arndt and Grant Theobald, if you could hit my way, if you would, please.
Well, I'll try to get that figured out for you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could put them on YouTube as a subscription to where you can get to a certain part of your YouTube
Okay.
to where I know you can do that.
Yeah, I'll have to figure it out.
I know YouTube has it to where you have private videos and somehow you send the link out and you have subscribed like
Okay.
us.
Sure.
That we can get to it and we can watch it without having to be online.
All right. I'll try to get it figured out.
Just like, for example, this, and I'd love to keep it.
Right.
You know, because it's my home track.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, instead of looking at
I know it's on there because I've been watching it. I think Tire Tri-State Showdown. It's always works. Yep, always click upcoming. Upcoming. Click upcoming.
Now when it's past
You get past goals. It'll be, here's all the past goals we've done. There's all your details.
All right, now let's go around the Super Farm side was Tony Seatsma out of Allendale, Michigan with Wolverine deer.
And then past goals.
But I'd like to have
With a distance of 313 feet.
No, let me work on it. I got to film.
hey, I got to see your work.
Thank you.
Because I was
All right, Kevin, just to turn around and tell the fans this real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we had the young kids up here earlier tonight. They drew out numbers out of every class. Mr. Kevin Dick finished here tonight in the 24th position, and the Fulton County Fair Board would like to give him $200.
That's the wireless transmitter. Sends it back and forth. Over to our trailer over there. See that little piece there? That's our trailer over there. Go say hi to Alan.
Don't miss any NTPA Grand National Pools this year. Popo Live for $39.99 a month. Sign up now at popo.live.
All right, you will.
I've been here since the World Series.
All right, Taylor Corson, 321 and a 9.7, 321 and a 9.7. Ike Zaring, 329.055, 329.055. That's going to put Ike out there in the #1 spot here so far tonight.
I agree. That's a good one.
Mick Broughton getting ready to come your way in this shock treatment, ladies and gentlemen, out of Armada, Michigan.
30 days, yep.
Headed your way here tonight.
So if you did it on the 8th, it'll renew on the 8th every month. Yep.
So I don't have to touch it every
Nope. You're good to go.
I don't have to touch it.
No ma'am.
That will work the rest of my life.
Exactly. Yes, forever. Take care.
Not bad, not bad. That was John Silsby with the Crop Doctor out of Union City, Michigan. All right, these guys right here that I'm going to tell you are the ones that are going to the Enderley in our mini rod class. Ken Benny. Brian McDonald. Grant Diebold. Adam Kester. And Brian McDonald. And Adam, you will be the one going to the Enderley there, okay?
It didn't look like he was 17.
No. That was awesome. I'm like, Nick, you're the man.
Yeah.
I buy my tractor insurance and my toter insurance from Margie, so there's so many of them that I know which was which. You've been driving a tractor a year and a half, he said.
Distance to the Crop Doctor, John Silsby. That's 74, 10, 66, 323 and 5, 323 and 5. Puts him in the lead right now. Shock treatment right there.
Minnesota.
Hi, well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are down here in the Emmy Miller Tire Winner's Circle. Brian McDonald, congratulations, third place here tonight. We're going to have you up here a couple times because you took the first and a third, but we're going to do your third place first here tonight. Very little sanity, congratulations. I'm not saying you got very little sanity, the name of the tractor.
Yes, we do tonight. Yes, absolutely. You know, this track made me a little nervous at first. It was wet. I wasn't sure we could get down the track, but when we did, it was just a big sigh of relief when we got down the track. And got to thank the ladies at home and my daughter and my crew. They are fantastic. We just can't do it without them. They're wonderful, doing a fantastic job.
Well, you're right. And we got Jeremy Miller here from Miller Tire, and they would like to give you a trophy if you could at this time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all's help and everybody here, and the sponsors that make it possible, do a great job. Thank you.
Well, you guys did a great job here tonight, and we will talk with you again here in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian McDonald, give him a round of applause. Your third place finish here tonight with very little sanity. Now, Mr. Ken Benny.
Brooke Bears took a distance of 3:19 and 5:3. Thank you, Brooke.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Get right up here, young man. You're more of a center of attention than we are. So right here, our second place finish tonight, Ken Benny, ladies and gentlemen. Ken, 84 years old, I believe, running down the track here. You're always here at Wauseon with us. We thank you so much, Rhoda, the rest of the family here. Second place finish tonight. We thought you had it clinched, but just a tick bit short. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got about all we deserved because we had a pretty bad run. So, you know, we didn't really deserve to win with that run. But anyway, I want to thank Senpico. They're a big help to me, and as far as this poll goes, Miller Tire. Miller, you know, if it wasn't for the Miller people, we wouldn't even be doing this.
You're absolutely right. Rhoda, we talked to you a lot too. You got to say something about that second place finish tonight.
Well, we tried our best.
You sure did, and it's a pleasure to see you here with us again tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Emmy Miller Tire has a trophy they would like to hand you here tonight.
Congratulations on your second place run. Thanks for supporting the Polk County Fair.
Thank you, Miller Tire.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again tonight, Mr. Ken Benny, your second place finisher here in your Grand National Mini Rod class here tonight. Folks, give him a big round of applause. the Fulton County Fair. Brian McDonald, a nice check there. A nice trophy from Emmy Miller Tire as well.
Thank you, Emmy Tire, the Fulton County Fair, stepping up and really taking care of it. We appreciate it very much.
Also, we'd like to thank a big sponsor here tonight, Quebec Hybrid, also to CM Tire. I know I'm going to forget somebody, the U.S. Army, and I got one more. And Ag Protect One. We appreciate them guys for being a sponsor here tonight as well.
Yes, we do, absolutely. And my wife and daughter help so much also. We just wouldn't be able to do it without our team. It's a team, truly a team effort.
Well, there you go. Folks, right here, number one here tonight, Mr. Brian McDonald. Now, we're not going to run off. We're going to do this real quick. Congratulations on your Grand National finish here tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Boy, we worked really hard to get this. Kent put a lot of pressure on it. All the mini rod pullers did. And what a great group of people. And still got to thank my crew and the help at home that takes care of us. And just a great job. Allison, Denise do a good job. And all these guys and ladies on the road help take care of us. Couldn't do it without them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, this is Brian's first Grand National win. He did it right here in Fulton County tonight, right here at Wauseon. So, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for him.
This guy's name's Brad Corporal. He kind of does it all right here. He came from his name apparently, so I'm...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for him here tonight. Emmy Miller Tire with a trophy again. Here we go.
Thank you, everyone.
And Constitution Clan with the winner! Jeff Wolford, the distance of 3:02 and 8.5. 3:02 and 8.5.
All right, Eric Carter's distance, 3:24 and a 4.75, 3:24 and a 4.75 here tonight. So that's going to bring up the Holmans. Jim Holman coming your way right out of Wauseon, Ohio, ladies and gentlemen, in the four-play. The Emmy Miller Tire four-play truck getting ready here tonight. Sitting down there in that spot.
10-time ring winner from Bowling Green. Would you believe that? Hey, all right, here we are. Bill Casey at 3:19 and a 9.8. 3:19 and a 9.8 right there for Bill. Thank you, Bill. Kevin Nickenock, you're up next. And Energy and Lee Butts. Press on.
All right, Jim Holman, 325 feet and 6.325 and a 6.35 here tonight for Jim Holman.
I don't like you. I don't want you.
It's going to be good enough for the third spot here this evening.
Open it up and sprayed all over me.
Going to bring up Mike Mankey, the Polish farmer out of Arlington, Wisconsin.
7830.
All right, the Bullish Farmer, my main key, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to come your way. Here at your Grand National 4-Wheel Drive class tonight.
Steve, does that say the Foolish Farmer or Polish Farmer?
The Foolish Farmer.
Oh, okay. I just asking for clarification. And Kevin Miganoff at 298 and a 60. 298 and a 60, Kevin.
How about a 333 and a 780? You're talking about setting them up there close tonight, but a new number one here, Mike Mankey, Mike Mankey, your new leader, 333 and a 780 here tonight.
Yep, let's go. Okay. Grand National Champion Brian McDonald, Red
Lee Spring Road, Michigan, on the other track over there.
So, what a night. You drove Chase's tractor to first place. He wins in Canton with your truck.
And we put the vibrator in the interim.
And you did, you got in the top 5. So I would say, I don't know how you frame a night, guys, but this is picture perfect. How does it feel?
I just hope Chase doesn't want to kiss us.
I don't think I've ever seen Chase kiss anybody. Anybody you want to thank?
These guys, it's about...
What did Derek do, though?
He drove the rig here. He
okay,
helps.
that's very important. I want to make sure.
Absolutely, they help every aspect of it.
Where did Brad get his hat? I've got a lot of requests. People want to buy that, Brad. Farm store. This your first Grand National Champion winner, like points championship?
Yes.
Awesome.
I helped Keith when he won the.
Would like to join, but they said my ears are wrong.
Keith Wason?
Yes.
With the Super B.
Awesome.
So next step is Enderley then with the mini?
Next step is Enderley.
And then tomorrow night, how many points did Chase pick up? Was something you guys figured out yet? Just one? Was Kathy's complaint in second? Big stick. Oh, okay, Don.
Here we go,
Congratulations.
Press on. You getting a good ride here, Steve. He is just a newcomer to the sport, and he's done very, very well for himself. He's only run 62 years.
Junior, the Benjamin. Coming to you out of Chaplin, Virginia. Full throttle ahead to the National Tractor Pulling Championships presented by Maximum Tire. Mark your calendars for the 58th edition, Thursday through Saturday, August 21st to the 23rd, 2025 in Bowling Green, Ohio.
Vitas Tires. Vitas is a division of Yokohama, North America, headquartered in Spartanburg, South Carolina, with designs and sizes for agricultural equipment and material handling machines, construction vehicles and motorcycles. Vitas products meet demanding standards for quality, wear resistance, and performance. Quality and reliability are the moving force for the Vitas brand. Vitas wants to meet the requirements of its customers and help them keep pace with the dynamic world of agriculture, construction, moto, aircraft, and truck tires. For more information about Vitas Tires, visit vitastires.com.
Coming your way, Scott Phillips out of Marlette, Michigan. Had a 9th place finish there in Bowling Green, ladies and gentlemen, so not too bad there. Had a two second place finishes at Chapel Hill, Tennessee, and a 4th at Rockwell, Iowa. Pretty good run so far this year. Again, out of Marlette, Michigan. Scott Phillips. Yankee Blue. Here we go, Yankee Blue, Scott Phillips.
51, Mr. Tony Seesma out of Allendale, Michigan. Thanks, Tony. Third place at 3:19 and 5:3. Brooke Paris out of Addison, Michigan. Thank you, sir. Second place at 3:19 and 9:8. Bill Casey out of North Baltimore, Ohio. And John Silvey with Drop Docker taking the win at 3:23 and 5:85. Right there.
Because I just got to make that swing, and if you're sitting
we
there,
will need John Silvey, Bill Casey, and Brooke H. Ferris to the winner's circle. John Silsby, Bill Casey, and Brooke Ferris to the winner's circle, please. Thank you.
Help yourself. How's your day going?
So it's going to bring up Rob Foster, the Foster child.
It feels good now. Yeah.
Another one, no stranger to the track, out of Fairgrove, Michigan. Been out several times this year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, had a third place finish at Bowling Green. A number 1 at Tova this year, number 4 at Chapel Hill. So again, Rob Foster, the Foster child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, Rob Foster, the Foster child. for missing out on the action with Full Pull Live. You can experience every thrilling moment of the NTPA Grand National Polls. Our streaming service brings you live HD broadcasting, exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and in-depth analysis, and they keep you hooked from start to finish. Join us for $39.99 a month and strap in for the ride. Sign up now at fullpull.live.
And Brooke Ferris, is that you done? I believe it is.
Tommy Corsa, American Made, our next one up here on the four-wheel drive side here tonight. Coming out of Blue Ridge, Georgia.
We need our representatives from our Andy Miller Tire Company to come up here with us. And Brooke Ferris. I'll give this to Jeremy here first. And let's see if that comes. Jeremy, you get right in there, young man. Be glad to be on the other side. All right. And that's your turn, sir.
Brooke, thanks for going for Miller Tire Tri-State Showdown. Congratulations on third place.
Thank you. I got to thank, Miller Tire, Beck Seeds, Salem Bean Performance, Chad Mayhill with the tires, my tech crew here, everybody back home. Thanks again. Well, thank you on behalf of the NTPA and everybody else involved on our end. Thanks for coming, and thanks to Andy Miller Tire for sponsoring so much that Linda's come around to Wauseon and mess up the dirt.
Wauseon, Fulton County Fair, red shirts, NTPA, Salem Bean Performance. Thanks my dad, my brothers for helping get these tractors going, our wives for putting up with it, and Long Electric, ADS Tile, and everybody else that helped get this going.
That's right, you've had a pretty hot year, haven't you? You've had a pretty hot year, haven't you?
Yeah, we've had 7 or 8 wins with both tractors. Second place in Bowling Green. We won Louisville, so we've been on a roll.
I'm glad. Glad to see a Wood County guy on a roll this year. Well, thanks very much on behalf of the NTPA and Fulton County Fairgrounds. We appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. All right. All right. First place, John Silsby, Drop Docker. There he is, yakking. Hello, Brother John. How are you? Good to see you. That's good. All right. Well, we have a young man here from M.E. Miller Tire, and you get the big check tonight, my friend. Looky there. What do you got to say about that?
Hey,
Miller Tire goes over the top here. This is probably the best track that I've ever seen here. These guys just do a fabulous job at sponsoring this pull every year, and I sincerely want to thank them. I want to thank Case IH. I want to thank Maxine. I want to thank High Torque Starters. I want to thank Soundbeat Performance. You know, I've got 14 other people that I'm forgetting to mention, but it's just a wonderful thing.
It is. I'm glad to see you. I really am glad to see you. How about you, our representative from M.A. Miller Tire? What do you think about it?
Congratulations on your win tonight. Best of luck in the rest of the season.
Thank you. As I said, you guys do a bang-up job, and we appreciate every one of you.
Folks, give a nice round of applause. Thank you very much. We'll let those guys get that coveted picture right here in the winner's circle at the Fulton County Fair. Right there. Steve, back up to you in the tower. One more to give away, and Tony Seatsma. Tony Seatsma. Where's Tony Seatsma? Will you see Tony? Oh, you want to go to the where they're doing the camera down there? Down there on the pulpit down there. You'll see it all along. All right, Jake. 330 and an 865. 330 and an 865. Which is going to be about good enough for a fourth spot here so far tonight. Chad Mayhill coming in at 328 to 16. Thank you, Chad. And Mindy Keener at 317 and a 1-8. 317 and a 1-8. So there you go. Ralph Hunt, you're up next. Ralph Hunt is up next. Here's the guy that took #1 spot. You remember this name? You remember this in Napoleon? Yeah, Ralph Hunt. I told everybody, don't underestimate Ralph. He just kind of soldered in and just kind of wandered around, and pretty soon he was at the clear other end of the track right there. So, out of Oakwood, Ohio, the truck is called Yellow Thunder. Doesn't pull a lot of big circuits, but when he pulls, he loves
Let's go
it.
after this two-wheeler. Stand
Here
kind of
it
right
is.
there, John.
This is a 1923 Ford T.
My mic's on my camera, okay? So I'm gonna let that two-wheeler go.
There he goes. He was a ring winner at Bowling Green in 2021.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I had it down here with Larry Peters and Trent. Lisa's driving tonight, so the Pro Fab geared up here tonight. Nice run, Lisa. There she goes, right there. Pro Fab geared up. Ralph Hunt at 368.
All right, John, big winner.
Ralph way out front, I do believe.
This is probably the best track they've ever built here. I heard you say that when you interviewed Larry. So how many years have you been coming here? Probably about 10. About 10. Yeah. How many?
Yeah, the second place is 328.16. Ralph's at 368.7. I'd say he's slightly ahead.
How's the season been in general for you? Been out? You been chasing points?
Brian Grifka, Apple Pie Express, you're up.
You look good.
Brian Grifka with Apple Pie Express, you are up next, my friend.
Here tonight, or any family sponsors?
Oh, I gotta thank my family.
Our young man out of Beck, Michigan. Goes through on the pack, that's what they say. 49 Studebaker.
Really heavy, and I can't appreciate it more. I want to thank Eddie Miller.
Also, we have two checks up here. Tony Seatsma. Tony picked his up. Okay, Ken Miller, come get your check. Right here at the announcer's table. Ken Miller, come get your check if you will.
Where are you heading next?
Brian Grifka, Beck, Michigan, on the track right now. Auto technician.
Congratulations on your win.
He was the Wolverines points champion in 2017 and 19 NTPA Region 2 West. Side points champion as well. Glad to have him here tonight.
Oh yeah, we'll just think about it. Take care.
And we're going to hang him with the D&G welding class right there, specializing in metal fabrication and repair services with their term of skill. Thank you, D&G Welding, for your contributions this weekend.
Distance 330 feet even.
331.595. 331.595.
Well, good run lane down there, Gary Harder. The fast track here this evening. Drops all year round. Let Premier Crop Insurance assist you with finding a policy that fits your needs and to plan for your future. Call 877-452-3017 or visit their website, premiercropinf.com.
Now remember, fans, this two-wheel drive class is a 6,200-pound class, 575 cubes. All right. It can be a bucket or a funny car or a car-type body, whatever you want to be there. It runs 18.4 by 16.1 tires and a 20-inch drawbar, 30-inch drawbar, 30-inch drawbar. Check this out. Joe Shannon right there out of Yoder, Indiana. Checking in with us tonight. See if you can check out with the number 1. Boy, it's going to be rough. Ralph Hunt put out there at 368.
Backed up here to Desperado here tonight. Daniel coming to you out of Baxley, Georgia. Coming your way here in Wauseon, Ohio tonight. Fans, we appreciate each and every one of you being out here with us tonight. Here at the M.E. Miller Tire Tri-State Showdown.
345 even for Joe. 345 even for Joe. Well, they want to get there, but they're not there yet. He puts in second place. So Tom Eisner, you'll be up next with the whippersnapper 2.
Daniel Johnson out of Baxley, Georgia.
Boy, this picture of the U.S. Army for coming
Outlaw truck, our final one in the class here tonight.
Yeah, Tom Eisman coming up with a whippersnapper 2. He should be our next truck onto the track here tonight. And DME Miller, Tire Tri-State Showdown. See you tomorrow night as well, right, Steve? Tomorrow night? Yeah, what time? 6 o'clock? 2:30?
Hey fans, don't forget to stop by the merchandise tent on your way out of here tonight. Still a lot of good items left over there, so make sure you make your way over there, stop out the merchandise tent here tonight before you get out of here. All right, the final truck in the class.
And looking to put something on your back. Make sure you stop over and see him. And Bex Hybrids, thank you very much. Mr. Schroeder, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you around, man. Look at there, Steve, we got them both on the track. Look at that.
Well, Marty Mangan out of Goodhue in Minnesota. The Outlaw.
And a nice ride for Tom. Nice ride for Tom right there with the whippersnapper 2.
All right, 327 and a 4.9, 327 and a 4.9 for Mark here tonight. So again, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to round up everything over here on the grandstand side track here tonight. We'll give you your top 3 rundown here in just a moment.
Watkins, Ohio. The Wild Ride on the 4-2 bucket. He's an insurance agent to Farmer.
Number 3 is going to be Ben Ellis. Number 2 is going to be Mike Mankey. And number 1, Gary Varner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big round of applause for them all? I'd like to see all 3 of you guys up here in the winner's circle as well. Gary Varner, Mike Mankey, and Ben Ellis. As long right with Mark Mangan, I would also like to see you as well.
And the distance for Zach Hayward at 3:38 and 3:75. 3:38 and 3:75. Yes, we do have one more. Blake Browns. We're not going to leave you out, Blake. Out of New Lothrop. Is that how you pronounce that? Michigan. Lothrop. So one more to go in our class, and this class will be warmed up, I believe. Big thank you to all of our track crews, done a heck of a job tonight. The ones you can see and the ones you don't see, the ones that back there that are herding cats with the fly swatter, trying to get everybody in line. Thank you very much, we appreciate that. And to all those inside the trailer as well, thank you very much for your help. Kelly Joe, of course, and of course our people back in the looks like they're pulling. Yep, they're going to pull. Okay, all right. Hang on, fans are discussing some rules there. Sorry about that.
All right, so Gary Varner, Mike Mankey, Ben Ellis, and Mark Mankey, and all 4 of you up here in the winner's circle, please.
Fired. Blake's fired so far. Sounds pretty good. Somebody's problem is gone.
And Scott Phillips as well.
class. 339.73. We'll get you the top 5 here in just a couple of minutes as Steve gets around and his folks up down there on the bottom side. Steve, down to you when you're ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, everyone down here in the winner's circle here tonight, our third place finisher here tonight, Ben Ellis, ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin, congratulations, third place finish here tonight, young man, thank you.
Thank y'all for having us. I really enjoyed it. Thanks to me, Miller Tire. Everybody who helped put this on had a great time. Best run I've had in a long time, so it felt really good.
I'll tell you what, you did a great job out here tonight. Jeremy Miller from Miller Tire has a trophy he would like to give you here this evening.
All right, thanks so much.
Thanks for coming out, man. Great run, man.
Thank my crew. We broke down coming out here. We almost didn't make it, so it made it all worthwhile.
Wow, did you really?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Well, we are tickled to death to see you out here as well tonight. Again, thank you all very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, right there, Benjamin, the third place finisher here tonight. Ben Ellis, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for him. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back down here again. The Foolish Farmer. Well, I'm not calling him the Foolish Farmer, the name of the truck. Look at here, Mike Mankey. Mike, congratulations. Second place finish here tonight. Nice run.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was really pleased with the run. Just really happy to be up here. We had a rough last weekend, and we bounced back this weekend.
Well, that's all it takes sometimes, you know, one bad apple, and then the next one's right at the top of the bunch. So, the people you'd like to thank.
Well, I think Emmy Miller Tire, all the crew, Lonely Valley Pullers, U.S. Army, Case IH, Vexy, all the sponsors, and especially Dave and Robert at Bamber Racing Engines for all those moments.
Well, I'll tell you what, Emmy Miller Tire has a nice trophy to give you as well.
Congratulations on your second place run. Thanks for ringing the all the way from Wisconsin. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Mike Mankey, Mike, congratulations. Second place finish here at Wauseon here tonight. Need Scott Phillips and Mark Mangan up here as well. Hi fans, here we are, Gary Varner. Gary, congratulations. Number 1 spot here tonight, Wauseon, Ohio. Look at that. Look at that check, huh?
Any better than this.
You are right. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you so much. We'd like to thank Emmy Miller Tire sponsors, all the sponsors, everybody here who treats us so well. I'd like to also thank SB2 Motor, Chad Mayhill does tires for us, and Jim Bosch, he helps us a lot on the fuel system. And all the guys that's crew here, it just takes a bunch to get all this stuff done.
And it does, and we appreciate each and one of you coming up here. And again, on behalf of Emmy Miller Tire and the Fulton County Fair, ladies and gentlemen, what a nice trophy and a nice check.
$2,200 in your pocket. Hopefully that gets you back home, baby. Congratulations tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go, Gary Varner. Gary, congratulations. Have a safe trip home on behalf of the NTPA. Thank you very, very much. Scott Phillips, if you are up here, Scott Phillips, if you're around anywhere, how about Mark Mangan? Well, Mark, we got you up here tonight, the Grand National winner. So, what do you got to say?
Well, it's been a long
season. But yeah, I'm glad we closed it out the way we did. My daughter and I ran all over this country together this summer and had a lot of fun doing it. I had to thank a lot of the sponsors, Case IH, Specs, ProFab Machines, and Pico Oil. There's a list that goes on a mile long, but I'd just like to thank everybody.
Well, again, on behalf of the NTPA, congratulations on behalf of the Fulton County Fair here at Wauseon, a grand national finish. We got to crown you here tonight, so congratulations. You guys have a safe trip home. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Our winner, or our Grand National four-wheel drive champion here tonight. Again, another one crowned here at Wauseon, Ohio here tonight. Again, Scott Phillips, if you're around, I'd like to speak with you up here. Other than that, Scott Phillips, if you would please.
Tom Eisman, and of course Joe Shaman, and I see Ralph Hunt's clan out there. So Tom Eisman, Tom Eisman, we need you here in the winner's circle. Joe Shaman and Ralph Hunt.
Hey, and don't forget to check out the merchandise stand before you get out of here. They're still open over there for a little bit, so make sure you check them out as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Been a pretty doggone good night. Yes. We got done just about the same time. Yeah.
Hey, competitors, we'd like to ask you, if you're planning on staying tonight, we do need you out of here before 9 a.m. in the morning, please. The horse, before we coming in here, their horse trailers and stuff in the morning for the horse races, for the Peruvian racing. So, if you would please, you're more than welcome to stay tonight. Just if you would please be out of here or go out into the parking area before 9 a.m. in the morning. We would sure appreciate it to show our respect.